Hey guys, it's Schuster 5000. Here's the 110 with the compressor unit all finished up. I know it's been a little while since I posted the last videos of making this thing. I think the last video I have of this up is when it's all painted, but I didn't assemble anything. And since then it's been at least a month, I think, maybe a good couple weeks. But anyway, it's all together. I got my decals. Let me unravel this hose here so you can see a little bit more. Play jump rope with this thing, actually. Come on. There you go. This is probably, I don't know, this is just a piece of extra hose I had laying around. I cut it a little bit and put it on there. But it's definitely long enough to reach all around this tractor. It's long enough to do like a truck, like my pickup over there. You could park this at the front of it and at least do two sides. You're not going to reach the other side, but you can always put another hose on it if you wanted to, but I figured that was a pretty good length for a liter hose. So anyway, so here's the compressor unit I made. It bolts on the tractor right underneath here. This is just angle iron, and I forget what my dimensions actually are here, but I came up from here to here with a piece, welded this on over to here. I think this was like 19 inches or something, and then that was like 5 or something. I'd have to go back and measure my pieces here, but underneath here it's pretty simple. It's just a bolt right here. This bolts onto the top here, and this, you can adjust this if you have to align the belt a little bit better. And up top here, let's see, you can see the rod here. This is a 1/2 inch rod. I drilled holes in through the sides here on both sides, and I actually welded it in and grinded this right down. You can't even really tell that I did that. You can see a little bit of pitting here that the welds didn't go. But on these 110s, they have this plate on the front here with the notch in the top and then the hole in the bottom, which I assume is where the original mower deck linkage would have bolted on. And for the compressor unit, I believe I have this backwards. I believe that this should have been down here or something like that, and that's how it would have fit if this was a real unit. But anyways, it's not a real unit. A real unit would cost many dollars, and I made this for pretty cheap money, actually. But anyway, that's how it's attached to the tractor. 1/2 inch rod, 2 1/2 inch bolts, and 2 nuts on them, because I've actually lost a couple bolts because they do not seem to lock on there good. This is a compressor unit that I got off the air compressor that was garbage. This is just tin work here, but it's fairly decent thickness. It's pretty rugged. The pump is mounted underneath here. I believe it's still mounted. Yeah, I got bolts here. I guess I got a couple different length bolts here. Oh, that's for the this brace right here. But yeah, so that's basically that. And the 5-gallon tank here is a portable air tank from Tractor Supply. I'm pretty sure I covered that in the video. I got it welded on here on the fronts and on the sides a little bit, and it's pretty solid because you can pick it right up from the handle here and it doesn't seem to move or twist or bend or anything. I cut these tabs off. These are actually the legs on the tank. I welded them on. I could have got a little bit nicer of a job there, but the hose is going to be on there and you're not going to really notice it. You see I got some creases in the tank here from when it wasn't dry when I put the hose on. But I don't know, still looks pretty good. It's definitely not no show thing, but it definitely functions like it should. Over here I got the belt guard. It came out actually pretty nice. I'm actually pretty happy with this belt guard. It came out just like I want it to. This is just a piece of mesh I bought at Lowe's. This piece here was just it's just 2 inches wide that I cut out, and I just kind of formed it around here, and then kind of just made up some braces. This is where the original guard would have bolted to this unit on the little electric air compressor, bolted to here, and then I just kind of made some brackets, and here's another one here that goes up and over and bolts right through there. Clears the belt perfectly fine, and it's clearing this fine. It's a little bit close, but you can't just stick your fingers in there, at least. Yeah, it works pretty good. And then it's just this short belt that goes back to the engine here. I think this belt was one I even had. I'm not sure how long it is. I'd have to put it on my belt gauge. But there is no Pto Clutch setup on this. The guy I bought it from took it all off for his tractor. I'm not really worried about it since I don't really need it. And then the other question that arises is, doesn't this unit run all the time when the tractor's running? Yes, it does, but this unloader valve cuts it off at about 120, 130 pounds. So it's not running all the time. It's only running until it builds up enough pressure. Oh, and then that's what that does. This will unload it manually. So if you wanted to start the tractor without having to load on it, that's what you would do. And that is for when it builds pressure. This here would be for the automatic throttle, so that when you were low on air pressure, this would pull a throttle cable in and rev up the engine. This valve is actually for a gas portable unit. That's why I bought that valve, because it's what I needed. And it does work pretty good, except when it gets really hot. I've noticed it I don't know if something's not adjusted right. I might have to adjust something here. This might have backed out or something, because you can adjust this to cut the pressure off at I can't really remember exactly, but I think it's as high as 120 or 130 and as low as 80 or 70. And it does seem to work. So we're gonna run this long enough so you can see the pressure build up, and go from there. So just to run the tractor from the garage over to here, it built up like 20 pounds. So what we're gonna do is watch it build pressure. It's up to already 40. Basically, that's where you should run it. It's like half throttle. You could run it faster, but it's going to wear the pump out more. So I'm just going to leave it where it is. That's where it should be. And it does work pretty good. I had to blow up a tire today even. I didn't really feel like hooking up the air hose to the bigger compressor unit we got. And did fine, so. Already almost at 80 pounds. Doesn't take very long. I know the original John Deere compressor was a two-stage pump. And this is only a single stage. So it's gonna take longer. It doesn't maintain as good as probably in an original John Deere one. But it does work, and like I said, the compressor pump itself was free, so I can't really complain. Okay, we're at 100 already. This is the exhaust right there. So once this builds up to 120 or so, it should kick off and feel air out of that. deer as well. A little bypass, it won't build any more pressure. So, this might even be dirty too. I might want to pull it and see if there's any water or oil in it. Who knows? But, said it does work pretty good. So, cool. You guys got any questions, let me know, and I'll see if I can help you out. See you later.